Hello to all, welcome back to the channel Cloud Knowledge. Today we are going to study about consuming ontology from agents, and this time we are going to cover Foundry IQ. So this video is part of the ontology tutorial where we have been studying under this section on the left pane. You can see the ontology tutorial we created, enriched, viewed, consumed ontology from Fabric Data Agent. There are three ways actually to build agents that consume ontology. First, Foundry IQ. Second, Copilot Studio. Third, Fabric Data Agent. In the previous video, we studied about Fabric Data Agent. We constructed the agent and consumed ontology, and this is how the agent responded to us. We followed the tutorial. Now we'll go back and create ontology agent with Foundry IQ. So this link we are going to follow. So let's open this link in a new tab. And here is the documentation. Build a Foundry IQ agent grounded in an ontology. Microsoft Foundry agents can answer natural language questions and has their ability to give trustworthy, business aware answers by grounding them in your organization's data. Foundry IQ provides that grounding through reusable knowledge sources and knowledge bases that an agent can query at runtime. Fabric IQ Ontology is a semantic layer that lives in OneLake. It describes your business entities, their relationships, business rules, and the underlying tables that back them. By exposing an ontology as a Foundry IQ knowledge source, you can give the agent a semantically rich, governed view of your Fabric data. This feature is again in preview. This part of the documentation also lies under the Fabric IQ under ontology in the how to section. The feature is again in preview, and in this article we are going to create a knowledge source in the Foundry IQ that points to an existing Fabric IQ ontology item in OneLake. We'll wrap the source in a knowledge base and validate it by running test queries through the Foundry APIs. Build a Foundry agent that uses knowledge base and chat with it from the built-in chat pane. After completing the steps in this article, you have a custom agent that answers business questions using your ontology as a single source of truth. Okay, so we have Foundry IQ as well as Fabric IQ. Let's proceed to the prerequisites. It says, before you log in, make sure you have an active Azure subscription with permission to create Foundry resources, a Microsoft Fabric workspace that contains at least one ontology item. For more information, see Create Ontology, which is what we are seeing in the ontology series. Complete the Foundry Quick Start to provision a Foundry project and a sample agent. The steps in this article assume that project already exists. An Edge or Chrome browser signed with the same identity that has access to both Foundry project and Fabric workspace. So yeah, ontology we did. Foundry quick start video, I have already posted video which illustrates how to create Foundry project inside it, agents and all. You can refer that, and here is the documentation as well for this. You can create it by all these means. So through Foundry portal we have created it. You can refer to that video. I will paste it as a card or in the description as well. Now let's proceed to the step one, which is about creating knowledge source and knowledge base. Open the Foundry portal in Azure portal. How we are going to open it? Go to our Foundry, which we have created. I've told you, like in the previous video, we created Foundry CK, and then we have to open the Foundry portal. So this is go to Foundry portal page. We'll click on go to Foundry portal. So yeah, it has opened up this page. We'll go to the section build in here, and here comes the agents, deployments, fine-tune tools, knowledge section. Let's go back. Start a new knowledge base. In the left navigation pane of your Foundry project, go to knowledge and knowledge bases. In the Microsoft Foundry project, we have the default project as well, and from these tabs we have to go to the third tab. We are in the new Foundry. Make a note of it. We are in the new Foundry, and in the third tab, which is called the build tab, we'll find the knowledge base. So we'll click on knowledge, and here we have to choose new knowledge base. We'll click on new knowledge base, but make sure before creating a new knowledge base you have to have a Foundry IQ connection. If you don't have a connection, please create a new connection or connect to the existing connection. Okay, so here we have CK service Foundry IQ connection. I'll show you. Here it looks like this. This is the CK service connection. So this is the CK service Foundry IQ. So CK service is the search service or Foundry IQ which I have created in the same resource group. Okay. So this you need to create and create a knowledge base. Let's click on create knowledge base. From here we have to select Fabric IQ OneLake catalog, which is in preview. Grounds responses on an ontology, data agent or lakehouse from your Microsoft Fabric workspace. So we'll click on it and click on connect. It will load up one more page. It is loading Fabric IQ or OneLake catalog with the same credentials which we have logged in to this Azure portal in the Foundry portal. Okay. So here you see the name it has given by default. KS is the knowledge source Fabric IQ 233, or we can make it as CK. Right. And then if we go down and click on my data, it will open up the resources which I have created. So we'll select the ontology, which is CK retail sales model. Okay, we'll select it. We'll go back to the documentation and see. It says when you are prompted to pick a knowledge type, select Fabric IQ. This choice launches the embedded OneLake catalog picker. In the OneLake catalog, browse to your Fabric workspace and select the ontology item that you want the agent to use. Only items that your identity can read are visible. Confirm your selection to return to the knowledge source form. Next, provide a clear name and an optional description that explains what business domain the ontology covers. Create the source. So we'll open this in a new tab. We'll see. Okay, so this is how it is looking for them as well. The name description we can give for our own convenience and can proceed. So we're giving knowledge base a name, description, another model and retrieval configuration. The description is used by the agent, runtime to decide whether to consult this knowledge base. So we'll go back. KS Fabric IQ CK we have written. We can give it for the ontology tutorial. Okay, this is for our ontology tutorial and CK retail sales model. We'll click on connect. It's saving the knowledge source and it's saved. Is given the configuration name as knowledge base 732. We can change it to maybe CK knowledge base. Description is ontology tutorial retail sales data. Name description we have given. Then the chat model, let's select GPT 5.4 mini. Then retrieval reasoning effort, let it be low or the default. Output mode will make it to answer synthesis, so that it will ask us to give the answer instructions, the custom guidelines for how the LLM generates and format responses. So the answer instructions we can give. The format the answer is a human readable format with opening and closing statements, and in the closing also add recommendation or suggestion. No need to add tables or lists, just show in bullet points with the other data as sub bullets. Copy, give here. Then retrieval instructions. So retrieval instructions are retrieve the most relevant retail operations content from connected sources, combine information across sources when needed, but only return answers when they are supported by retrieval evidence. So we'll copy this again and paste here. We'll go down and this is how the page should look like. Okay, name, detail, chat completion model, retrieval reasoning effort, output mode, answer instructions, retrieval instructions, right? Now let's go back to the documentation, save the knowledge base. So we are going to save the knowledge base. In the knowledge sources, you see we are connected to the Fabric IQ OneLake catalog. We'll click on save knowledge base. Saving is in progress. Let's go back to the documentation. Step 2 is to create the agent and connect to the knowledge base. Create a new agent in the Foundry portal. We have to go to the agent section and create a new agent. Give the agent a name, Sales Insight Agent. Pick a model, deployment and provide a short system prompt describing its role. Here is an example of role description. You are a sales insights agent. Answer questions about stores, products, sales, and freezer telemetry events using the retail sales knowledge base. Always cite the entities you used. Okay. So what we have to go or do next is we have to go to the agent section. So we'll go to the agent section and we have to create a new agent. So click on new agent. From here at the right side you see an option, build an agent. Agent name maybe we can give as CK retail sales agent and click on create an open playground. Yep, so our agent is created. It's using the model 5.4 mini. Instructions we can give as written here. So we'll copy the instructions and we'll paste here, right? Then next is attach the knowledge base. In the agent's knowledge section, choose plus add knowledge and select the add knowledge base you created earlier in the step 1. The agent now routes relevant questions to the Fabric IQ ontology automatically. Okay, so we have to add the knowledge base in the knowledge base section. Here is the knowledge. We'll click on add, which is this connect to Foundry IQ. We will set the connection. The connection is CK service, which is the Foundry IQ, which we have already created, and CK knowledge base, which is the ontology tutorial retail sales data, which we just created. We'll click on connect. Yep. So the knowledge base created is connected here in this agent, which we just created, right, successfully. We'll see here, review the configuration and save the agent. Foundry provisions the agent and make it available for testing and API calls, right? So let's see what they have added here. Yep, for them as well, they have the agent instructions and knowledge base added. For us also, it looks good, right? So let's go again to the documentation and see. Query the agent. Open the agent's chat pane and enter an end-to-end question. Here is a sample query. So we'll copy the question and we'll paste it in the chat. So let's go back here. First of all, we'll save the agent. Agent is saved. We'll paste the question for each store. It should show any freezers operated by that store that ever has a humidity lower than 46%. So we'll just push the question to the agent. It will say approve the context. We'll see the context, okay, and approve it. Approve once. Request is approved and it is now working on to fetch the result. In the meantime, we can go back here to the documentation. Here as well, you can see that it has asked for approval. So we'll click on approve once and then the result comes for the humidity related data. The result for the freezers having humidity percent less than 46, Berlin and Paris. Okay. Verify that the agent's answers are grounded in the ontology. Iterate on the system prompt and the knowledge base description if the agent skips the knowledge base or produces ungrounded answers. Let's go back. Here are the freezers, Berlin one and Paris one. So the answer looks correct. Means it is using the knowledge base which we have attached, which is attached to the Foundry IQ from the Fabric IQ. So hope you have understood this video. So you can explore more from this Foundry agent, the consumption of ontology and making more insights onto the data. Thank you for watching this video. Happy learning. Bye.